Hey guys, Jonah here, and today is one of the most anticipated release dates all year long. Today we finally get The Last of Us Part 2. So a lot of people have been anticipating this release. The previous one in the installment was released way back in 2013 on the PS3. However, I wasn't able to play it back then because I didn't have a PS3 in 2013. But then I was able to play it on the PS4, and even with the generational leap in consoles, it still played really well. So today we got the special edition version of the game. So it's not the collector's ed, mostly because medyo mahal na yun, and parang hindi ko naman kailangan yung backpack nila. And I think this comes with a bunch of stuff that we can really appreciate as fans of the game. So we'll unbox it a bit later. But I wanted to share like how I was able to get this game on release date, and that was through Game 1PH. And this is not in any way sponsored, but then I was able to pre-order online. I think this was back in May, so the first week of May I was able to already pre-order The Last of Us Part 2, and I chose the method of home delivery, and you just have to pay a little bit more. So I think mine was around 200 pesos. But then I think that was all worth it because I didn't have to go out to the mall. I saw some of the photos online today of these wild lines outside and just waiting for an hour to just get your game. And I just thought it was really more convenient for me to just have it delivered with that added cost. I mean, 200 pesos on top of the actual game, but then without me having to line up. I think it's a pretty good deal. So I just wanted to share the experience of going through the ordering process, and I felt like it was really easy and really convenient. And I did get the game on release day, so it arrived I think a little bit after 3 p.m. today. And yeah, I think in the foreseeable future I will be doing this for the next few releases, like for the Ghost of Tsushima and well, actually, yun lang yung alam ko release date. So the first thing that we did was we went to the Game 1PH website, and as you can see, The Last of Us Part 2 is already on their banner. This signifies that this is probably the biggest game out right now. And as you can see, there are a lot of other editions still available. So if you want to order them, you can still do that. Coming from the standard up until the collector's edition, they're all still available. But I wanted to show you the pre-order process and how I found it to be really efficient. It was okay. I guess it was something that I can do again, and it didn't really give me any problems. So the next game is probably gonna be Ghost of Tsushima. Okay, let's just type it down there. Oh, there. Okay, I just typed Ghost Tsushima. Whatever, it was able to get it anyway, so good. Okay, so you're going to be asked to put down a down payment. So in this case, it's going to be 500 pesos. And if you add to cart, that's the only amount you'd have to pay in order for you to actually reserve your game. So this 500 peso down payment is going to be subtracted from the final payment that you're gonna make. For The Last of Us 2, I was asked to make that final payment around 4 days before the release date. So Game 1 was able to email me that day, and it led me to a link where I could actually buy the game. So on that page, in order for us to actually redeem our down payment, they gave us a voucher code with the equivalent amount of the down payment, and it automatically subtracted it. And after that, they just assured me that it would be delivered by the 19th. And true enough, no problems. It arrived today. And I think this is a service that I feel like I will use again. I found it to be very efficient. They were able to deliver on time, and all of the things delivered were in good shape. The box was not crumpled in any way. All of the contents were complete, and it was just a very fuss-free experience. Yeah, so kudos to Game 1PH. Thanks for the great service. So now let's get to unboxing this thing so that we get to see what's inside. Okay, so we have the steelbook case here with us, as well as the art book. Wanted to compare a bit the steelbook case to other steelbook cases. Well, in this case, I only have one other with me, Final Fantasy steelbook case. So just to compare, this one that we got for The Last of Us 2 is very matte in finish, so it kind of looks like a book when you get it. And once you open it up, like it showed in the unboxing video, you get two sets of CDs. So I assume these two are for one would be for installing, and the other one would probably for playing. So much like the Final Fantasy VII one. But then comparing it to Final Fantasy VII Steelbook case, this one feels just a little bit more premium to me. So the Final Fantasy VII one actually has the images kind of pop out when the light hits them. I know it may be a bit of a finished thing, but I kind of like this more because this one's a bit dull to me. Of course, that's depending on what preference you have. So the Final Fantasy VII one actually came with the standard edition case. However, in The Last of Us 2, we only get the steelbook case, and we don't have the option to change it. It's well, it's not a big deal, but yeah, just wanted to point that out. So now let's go to the art book. So this one feels very premium to me. It doesn't just have the characters as compared to the Final Fantasy VII art book. So it starts off with the characters, but it also has very cinematic photographs. Sorry, do you call that cinematic? Anyway, it has photographs of what I assume are very iconic scenes that we're about to experience in this game. So I didn't delve in it too much. Alright, so this is what you're gonna get when you order the special edition of The Last of Us 2. I personally think that it's worth it to get this edition. The collector's edition, which comes with a backpack and the figurine and all sorts of other things. I personally think it was too much. So this one, actually wala lang budget. But this one is a good deal. To me, the art book is very sleek. I appreciate it very much, and I think it's going to be a good part of the collection. So I want to hear from you guys. Were you able to get one today? Are you planning to get one from an online delivery source? Did you line up today for 1 hour to get your copy? Tell me all in the comments below. I would love to hear your feedback. And as always, thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next one. Peace.